Well, good morning. I have a scratchy throat this morning. A lot of drywall sanding yesterday. Figured it's a nice day. Days are basically in their 60s. Should go for a ride this morning when I get a chance. I'm not pushing this real hard. Or I should say I have had this thing sitting in storage mode for quite some time. We want to slow down. There's some nasty trees. I would have started this thing by my house to follow me around, but downside to that is the trail that runs over to this section that I like to ride on is littered with the tiniest little crap trees and tiny branches this time of year. So as we know, Skydio doesn't like smaller branches, especially when combined with speed. There's some coming up here, but I'll just slow down when we get to those. Wasn't willing to risk that, not to mention the fact that crosswalk takes forever sometimes. Early in the morning it's usually okay, but after that it's kind of a bummer. Now my beacon is low. Last video I did, that is really bad. Let's see if I can make it under those. Ooh, there we go. With that being said, I wonder if this can go lower. As soon as I can find my beacon. Kids riding around a little car. Anyways, oh, there's another one. Yeah, didn't want to crash it. Figured it was a safer bet to start over here. Beacon's low. I don't even know how well it's going to track today. Really need to get it taken care of and charge that thing up. I have been using it quite a bit since my last video, just messing around with it and haven't charged it because that's what I do. Anywho, I'm like I said, I'm just cruising. This thing's rocking at a whopping 10 miles an hour today. I'm not going to go much faster than that. Should piss off this jogger pretty good here in a second. Just because this thing has been sitting in storage for so long. And she didn't seem to care. She was more excited. Batteries typically aren't super happy when they come out of storage for the first time, especially when they're sitting. And I'm trying to wear this down to about half today, so I'm going to try to get in, say, 15 miles or so. I love this trail. It's right next to my house. Runs along this green belt, which is sometimes green. Lots of fish, lots of walkers, lots of dogs, check for cars. Lots of kids playing usually. I'm a little early this morning. I was going to go out earlier, but it was cold. I shouldn't say it was cold. The wind was cold. I was not having a great time with that. Went out to fly this morning, took the RC plane out. Ended up actually knocking the tail of it, which was a great time. Got to fix that before I went out to fly this morning, but hey, such is life. Let's see how it navigates this tree. Ooh. So I've had it on this trail one other time, but I was just walking, so holy crap. This thing amazes me. Anywho. So, like I said, haven't had this thing running. Figured it's time to get out and have some fun. So pissed off that I'm carving. Actually, I should probably just try to move it out further. It would probably... Oh, crap. There. Now when I carve, it probably won't try to follow so far. Oh, I think I went too far. Since there's a tree right there. That was good. Good for me. Still getting used to it. Haven't used it much. At least not on the fixed track and beacon modes. This is an awful shot. You guys just are seeing crap. Here, let's put you right back out in front again. Again, there's that scratchy throat. Last one I had the sniffles. I still have the sniffles a little bit, but it's not quite as cold as it once was. since the temperatures came up, which is good because that was absolutely horrible. I hate having sniffles. I feel like that's all I do. It's clear my sniffles. That's not a bad shot, I guess. I don't know, we'll see what happens in post after I look at this. Got a doggo coming up. I hate my skateboard. I hate the drone more. How are ya? I need to pick up a little speed here because it's like glass. There's no trees. Alright, I don't know if there are cars up here, so I'm just going to put you behind me. Just for now. There's very rarely cars up here, but you never know. Yeah, there's nothing. It's a huge street. Never understood it. Like, maybe a car every once in a while. Oh, they're really high. I don't think it likes how fast I'm going. It's trying to figure out the shot. And I do have the floor height set. I just figure that's safest. There's always people on this trail. It'll get busier as time comes too. This thing will get stupid low. In fact, I'm in a good area. I could just disable the floor height to show you. Get some awesome low shots. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when I touch my phone. I have all the notifications basically turned off. And then when I touch it, they all come back on. Whoa. Lost me. I hit that button. That's my bad. I have no idea where it's going. So like I said, beacon's low. I'm sure that's 90% of the reason it just lost me. There we go. Okay, let's try not to hit that button again. Okay, I'm disabling floor height. And I'm going to position it again in front of me. So yeah, I am right-handed and I do ride goofy. Doesn't help that I'm on the wrong setting. See if I can navigate out of this section. Oof. Good Lord. I'm just gonna go slow because again, there's little tree branches all over. It'll probably wing around me to this side when it gets a chance. Or I could just make it. Here, let's just make it. I don't know how this will how low this will go on the beacon. It seems about as low as it goes. Still a cool shot. Pick up a little speed here real quick. There is somebody coming up, so I'm gonna bring it up. Good morning. There's some nasty crap coming up here. So this thing drives itself, so you tell it what inputs to have and it will determine on if that's safe. So that is kind of sucky. I'm gonna miss this light up here, which blows. So I'm just gonna kind of cruise. Hopefully the light will reset and I don't have to sit here for 10 minutes. So if it's ever not doing what you want it to do, there's a reason behind that. All right, I'm gonna put this to the back of me. And hopefully we can get through this before the battery dies. We haven't gone too far. Just about 4 miles. But I'm hoping we can at least get over here by the creek. Maybe a little further. I just have no idea if that's gonna be something we're gonna get today, unless I run this light, which I don't really like doing. That dog doesn't like the drone. Oh, look at that. We can go. Hey. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna move you to the front again. Oh shit. Tree branches and speed are a bad deal. All right, it's kind of what it looks like over on the other side, but it's a little bit more dense. So when that past these, I'm gonna actually set you guys to that side. So typically I go this way, it goes up the trail power lines, which is pretty awesome. Today I'm just gonna go straight and we'll go up to the park up there. How are you?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get past all these people. Ooh, they ground some of these. They're not as chunky as they used to be. This thing, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a full face and pads and everything, broke my wrist on this once with the wrist guards on, and broke my rib another time. So, my money maker. Got to keep the helmet on, keep it safe. Don't be stupid. There's a lot of guys who are just trying to look cool and don't really care what I look like. I'd like to have my face. That seems a lot more fun. So we're cruising right about 18 miles an hour right now. Speed up, we'll just get up to 20. And I'm sure this thing is gonna die soon. Last I checked, it was like 24. I'm gonna punch this real quick. Although I don't want to take it up to full speed, but we'll gain some speed and see if she can track us. I'd like to make it to the park if we can, but I don't know if we'll be able to make it. Well, that was sketchy. There's another one. All right, so we're cruising at 21 right now. She's keeping up pretty good in front of me. I'm assuming she'll try to move to the back once we get over that speed. I'm gonna slow down. There's a nasty crack right there. Search something else here. Good times. I'm impressed. It's pretty windy today too. There's some nasty crap coming up, so I'm gonna move you a little lower. Move you down underneath. All right, cool path. Like I said, this thing drives itself. You tell it where to go and it figures out the best route. So I'm at 16, so we're gonna stop up here and I'll put the drone away. Let's get past the doggo. Jesus Christ, that was close. How are you? Doing all right. 14%, so she'll be auto landing shortly. Do it up here at the convergence. Anyway, RC car tracks up here that I go to all the time. Down that way it goes to that big giant trail that runs through basically all of Colorado. Holy crap. Okay, that's sketch. I'm gonna call it here. I'm sure we're in the auto landing sequence or super close to it. There we go. That was a good 4.5. Oh, nope, 4.75. We'll call that 5 miles. We're not quite in auto landing sequence yet. Let's go up a little further because we can. Crawdads and little fish all over the place in here during the spring. Just super awesome. Not that I hunt for crawdads anymore. Jesus, I really don't like this. I'll go really slow. This is what that other trail looks like. Holy crap. All right, out of danger. Okay, here's the auto land, 1 minute. So we'll call this a flight. It's good seeing you guys again. I'll get this posted as soon as I can. It's currently, I believe it's the 7th. It is, it's March 7th. So see if I can't get this up today or tomorrow. Anyway, guys, have a good one. And I don't know, enjoy the weather that's coming up. What can I say?